It's Week 10 of the NFL. And up next is the Armadillos, leader at quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Armadillos and the Mounties on Thursday night.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, it's that time of the year. A little bit more urgency. The calendar page turns to November. We kind of know who the good teams are. The midpoint of the NFL season, always a great time to take a step back and look ahead to what's down the road for us.
Yeah, no doubt. And I always felt, even as a player, that you never really knew how good you were as a team or how good everyone else around the league was until you kind of got to this point in the year. November, December football. That's really where teams separate themselves from the pack. And
so pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
coming off a loss last time out, I think the #1 goal today, Mike, is he needs to make a bigger impact on the outcome of today's game. Last week, he was not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it was really just a modest performance. He was okay. Well, okay at the quarterback position is not a winning formula week in and week out in the NFL. They need him to be a difference maker. They need him to be a dynamic playmaker. He's capable of all those things, and if we can get that level of play out of him today, I think they can expect a different result than last week.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. Back to throw. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. This is caught down that right sideline. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. A pickup of 21 on that connection. That's enough for a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
2nd down and 8. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up. And now they face 3rd down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And they get it at the 18-yard line. The drive stays alive. First down picked up.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Quick throw here is complete. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback.
And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, Mounties. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Back to the air one more time. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw yet again. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Armadillos are on the board. It's 7-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Having the ability to move your running back to the widest receiver, they call those the number 1 receiver, meaning he's the closest to the sideline. It really forces a defense to show their hand. Do we keep a corner out there?
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
Wow, a pretty good comeback to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to 4th down. The Mounties sending out their punter. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Armadillos offense ready for their 2nd possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll send their tight end left. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Throwing now from the gun. He runs with it. He'll get this up to the 30, about a yard or so short of the first down. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Now they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Punt team headed out for the Armadillos. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 7-3 is our score. More after this. You're watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Working from the shotgun. He'll hand this one off. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard. Up the middle they go. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10. Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? They'll try to get this one on the ground.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This one taken at the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Armadillos offense ready for this next possession. Just the lone field goal for them so far. Down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple of easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This is taken at his own 30. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now, faking the give. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Armadillos will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
The Armadillos offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They bring a tight end in motion left. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
He'll get this out to his running back. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down a quick.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Back to throw. Got his man at the 6. And he'll be taken down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to...
That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Mounties. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Armadillos offense make their way out to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with first and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
He'll find his rookie wideout from Notre Dame. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Third and long. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. Here's the punter now, as this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 25, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return, and that's where the offense will take over. The Mounties offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to have the first down. Mark him at the 45 and move the chains.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. That is intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. So, 4th down, and out comes the field goal unit. This one from just under 50 yards. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Armadillos will cut into that lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Trouble, and down he goes. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. They'll send a tight end in motion. On 3rd down, they'll try to get it on the ground. Now a 2nd timeout called by the defense, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Here's their punter now. They'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. This returnable from inside his own 40. The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Thrown left side. The catch is made. 3rd and 6. The tight end going in motion to the left. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
First and 10 now from the 36. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. He'll drop to throw. Looking to set up the screen there, but he decides not to force it, and it's incomplete. Third down, 3 to go. And that is incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The home team's offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Throwing now on first and 10. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Now the offense will use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll throw out of the gun. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Armadillos.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone, and if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
Point after try forthcoming. The kick here is good. And one more point, and that takes us to the end of the first half.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Greg in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. Some great games still to come, and I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there, as that promises to be a tight one. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and what equates to be a very tough opponent. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The home team's offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big games like this.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. Not able to stay in. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be a loss of a couple of yards on that one. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Back to the air one more time. Quick throw, taken in. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They send the tight end in motion. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Now they'll set up to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he will score. Touchdown, Armadillos.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
The extra point is good. The Armadillos go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. First and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And that's not going to yield a whole lot. Up to about the 28-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. And you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
This is caught down that right sideline. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick as that ball is coming out.
And he's in. Touchdown, Mounties. That his second touchdown tonight.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. We'll start at the 4. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. We've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Now, faking the give. That's into traffic, but taken in. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive.
And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
The entire idea of the bootleg is to move your quarterback off of his normal spot. Buy some extra time for your offensive line and alleviate some of the pressure on the protection. But in this case, it seemed to me like the quarterback panicked a little bit. He went into survival mode and ended up leading to a massive loss.
Tight end going in motion here. Handoff here, up the middle. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Now he'll air one out. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up 4th down. punt team headed out for the Armadillos, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Williams, the tight end, is in motion. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. Here we go. 3rd and a yard. One of the tight ends in motion right. They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll look to throw yet again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
The ball carried by number 39. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
So now, a big spot coming here. This to get back within a field goal. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they inch a bit closer here in this fourth quarter.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Mounties offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he finds some daylight up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Off the play fake. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a 2-possession ball game here in the fourth quarter. Massive 3rd down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Mounties offense ready to take over once again. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get about 4 to the 29. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Back to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
This is one of those plays, Mike, where just everything aligns. It's the right play call, the right target, an accurate ball, and then a lot of room to run after the catch. So if they can continue to find these matchups and these holes in the secondary with this quarterback and this playmaker group, man, this is a tough offense to slow down.
Now a give on the ground. The defense stringing them out. No gain back to the original line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now a give up the middle. So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. This team's offense about ready to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. And he'll take this up, working towards the 1st down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the 1st down. 3rd and a yard. He'll look to throw. Open man, left side, he's got it. They cannot stop him. That's 13 catches in the game. That one for a 1st down.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
He'll drop to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
It is 3rd and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Working free downfield, it is Williams. That catch number 40 on the season for him. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Throwing right, it's taken in. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Putting the tight end in motion. And he's in. Touchdown, Armadillos. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
The PAT, up and good. The Armadillos go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Mounties offense ready to see what they can do. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Quick throw here is complete. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Now a timeout for injury. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he will carry his offense to the red zone. Inside the 20-yard line, a pickup of 9. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. On 2nd down, they'll run. And he's going to be taken down. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is 1st. Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, Armadillos.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
The kicking team off for the extra point. He gets it to go. The Armadillos will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick 1st down. They'll drop to throw. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
I think you just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Now another timeout called by this offense. They have one remaining. They'll look to throw again. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. He'll check this down to the running back. And he'll be taken down. Now the offense will use their third and final timeout. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Here is first and goal. Back to the air one more time. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. This crowd doing everything they can before third and goal. They'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
That was their last shot. They've got no timeouts left. Now the offense could just simply come take the field. Best play in football, Mike. Victory formation, take a couple knees, get on with the win.
The Armadillos offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago, a game they really did struggle in. It looked like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night, everybody.